I'm very self-aware. Right? So the excuses that or reasons that people have for certain shit to me, just be like,
that's how I.
You know what I'm saying? Because I'm very self-aware, and at a pretty young age, like I was thinking like how I am now, or something like it. You know what I'm saying? So even when he say like, you know what I'm saying, like the shit we see, we grow up and everything, it's like, well, real quick. Hey, look, y'all tuned in.
Hey.
Let me hit this shit again.
Hi.
Remember, we're the guests, so you got to talk 80% of the time.
Something like that.
That's what he said. I'm just reenacting to him.
Okay, Pierre the Play.
Alright, so look, man, y'all tuned in once again to the boy Cuff, the BrainSurfin podcast.
Hey.
I'm here with two guests. If y'all want to introduce yourself.
It's just me, Katie B, or Katie B. One of the two. I'm Katie.
Hey, what's good? Nice being here again. My name is SoNewph. Everywhere you go, SoNewph, SoNewph. You can find me on all type of platforms on there.
And like I was saying a minute ago, man, I'm very self-aware. I know that women and people in general don't want to hear men just speaking about relationship topics. So I always want to try to bring women in, get their perspectives. Even though I know, the more women you have, the more different perspectives you'll have. But we got one today. We're going to see how she view things. We're going to go from there.
I think you got the perfect guest for this.
Yeah, man. We're going to try to make this shit work out. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure it'll be smooth. So, like I was saying a minute ago, though, what's your reasoning? What you was talking about? If you want to continue on that a little bit.
So, what was the initial question? Let them know what we're talking about.
All right, let me say this. I'm going to start like this.
Yeah.
I'm very self-aware, right? So, a lot of times when I speak on a podcast, it's like from my perspective, when I try to speak in general, but in reality, like, I understood relationship type shit at a younger age, so the excuses and reasons that people have, like, I just don't really rock with them. You know what I'm saying? I didn't see the best marriage growing up, but I was smart enough to pick and choose what was healthy, what wasn't. You know what I'm saying? Like, no one showed me all healthy shit, and I had to, like, figure it wasn't like a big old thing to figure it out to me. It wasn't that fucking hard. You know what I'm saying? So when people use that type of things, I understand it, but in the same sense, me personally, it wasn't that hard for me. I had, but to add to that though, I also had my real dad in my life who was kind of in and out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I knew how he was when his relationship was 100% like unhealthy.
Yeah.
So I got a lot of perspective on that shit. And then my stepdad to me was more healthy, even though he did some shit that was unhealthy also. And my mom the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Like I said a minute ago, I just don't rock with the excuses that people use for why they don't know how to conduct themselves.
I'm hearing that, right? I have to put into perspective of where we're coming from. We've had relationships where we've learned, so we can say that confidently now at this point in our lives in this stage. But if you asked us along the route of the first relationship, we began this thing called heartbreak and life lessons and learning and all these stuff. Bro, I would not ever, especially now, I would not ever tell anyone who's like 15, 16, 17, oh, you should know what healthy relationships look like. No,
that's early shit.
No, but I'm saying, but you gotta remember that we talking from a perspective of going through all of that. So what I'm saying, to avoid a lot of the stuff,
that's what you learn. That's what you learn.
But listen, hold on, see, it's to avoid to all the things to get to this point, saying to be confident enough to say, I don't accept excuses for anyone who says they'll know what healthy and unhealthy relationship is. We have to understand that it took us 20 years or so to get to that place. So the fact is, we've had excuses while I was making unhealthy decisions in healthy relationships, but didn't know that's what we were doing until after we lost it, or after we had to learn and get smacked on the ass. So what I'm saying is, hold on, being generally speaking, just being objective is, I am not going to judge anyone who struggles with figuring out what healthy and unhealthy relationships look like. Because there are people who literally grew up with everybody expecting them to contribute everything, and that's unhealthy. But to them, that may be seen as healthy because that's how the family treated them emotionally. But when they get older and realize that that's not what's right, they realize that was unhealthy. So what I'm saying, bro, we can't talk about what's healthy according to what our view is.
A lot of people don't pass that where they realize it. They still follow that.
And then they stuck in that to the end of the day. Even they get in relationships, marriages, have kids, all that, but they still don't get their true work in themselves.
Yeah.
Because they fall into these categories and these roles they have to play according to society and expectations.
I grew up with I'm white mom, white dad. You know, you think it's white picket fences. It's not. I grew up I don't know how old I was when they divorced. My dad moved away, so it was my mom. And that was a really unhealthy, but I'm the baby. So I observed it all. I observed my sister follow that, you know. So that just kept, and, you know, it's like, I'm okay with not needing a man because I see how you guys are when you don't have one. That's just, it's crazy. So, I mean, it's, I don't know.
Like they kind of change who they are. Right?
Yeah.
If you line 10 men up, right? And you start a sentence all four of them saying, as a man in a relationship, I'm supposed to. And then each man finishes that with a couple statements, whatever, right?
Yeah.
How many different answers you think you would get?
Not many. They'll be the same general answer. It may sound different. Like 1 and uno and less than 2 is still 1. But it's still 1.
I believe that all men read the same instruction manual. They just interpret it differently.
Or were taught the same instruction manuals by different instructors.
But
that's
or
true
one taught
too.
shit.
No, think about what she's saying though.
Yeah.
Like you have the manual about what it is to be a man. But then you have different people teaching you that manual. You have your neighborhood people. You have your girl teaching you. You have your siblings teaching you. You have your mom teaching you. You have your dad teaching you. Your uncle teaching your grand.
You might have everybody.
You might have your dad.
Right, but most of the time you do have some type of male figure.
And shit like that. That's not always a thing.
But I'm saying, but most of the time you have some type of person. I'm not saying like that's a whole different subject.
Both of my sons only have me teaching them.
See, that's what I'm saying. You're talking about a whole different. You say that, but then they go to school.
Oh yeah, I know they had. Yeah, they had coaches.
You have teachers. So hold on. Go back to your point. Hold on. Go back to your point though. You have this manual what it's like to be a man. And then you have everyone teaching these men, this trying to teach this manual.
Yeah.
And then you have everyone having expectations of how that person's supposed to operate as well.
And by 28, my guy, I knew what I was doing.
No, yeah,
you say 28, but how many black men make it to 28 though?
That's a whole other thing.
See, that's what I'm saying. So now you're being very subjective.
All that's
and
cool.
we're about being objective.
I feel the men who make it to 28, 30 years old. If you don't know by 28, 30, there's something wrong with you. That's how I feel about it.
That's not true though.
I'm
an educated man. I'm just getting it now. Within the last 3 to 5 years.
Unless maybe, wait.
You feel me?
I think.
That's to be getting the sun. And some other shit to me to understand.
I think a girl from 8th grade, because maybe it's different for me. A girl from 8th grade to 12th grade, right? Just like 5 years, right? And then from 12th grade to another 5 years to like 20-something years old. You know what I'm saying? Another 5 years, 6 years. And then I got engaged and married to another girl for like 6 years. So I had 3.
That was what you were supposed to do, right?
That's what I'm trying to say. So for me, maybe I learned earlier because I had real experiences, long experiences earlier.
That's
maybe it's why it's
just
for me. But like, bro, I learned my shit earlier, bro. It didn't take me to know.
But listen, you keep talking like I hear you, 100% hear you. And what I'm trying to have you understand,
like how my girl got me now, ask her. That's how I've been.
Bro, I hear you. Listen, I hear you.
It ain't nothing new. That's how I've been.
I hear you. My point is, everyone is not P.
No, you're right though.
So you're still speaking of exclusivity, bro. We're trying to talk to the masses and like, my point of view, but yet we get on other people, females and the like, when they look at stuff from their point of view.
I just don't.
Hold on. Let me finish. One mic.
Listen,
so let me finish.
I know people who use that as an excuse.
Let me finish my response to what you just said.
I don't want men to use that as an excuse.
Let me tell my response to what you said. Women use that as an excuse too.
I don't want that either.
They do, but I'm saying the fact is, women will tell you 30 plus after experiencing life, damn, I was naive and I made some bad decisions when I was 18 to 29 or 30. Women will sit here and tell you that. So for us to be like holier than, not us, for someone to be like holier than thou, and to be like, look, I can tell you now 28 to 30, even though that's not even half your life expectancy, that you should know everything about life, that's bullshit. Because at that point, even there's a lot of people who tell you your 20s is when you're broke. Your 30s you're figuring shit out, and your 40s when you finally understand shit, and your 50s when you start making money. And then you look at the general millionaires in America, don't have until you're 60. So what I'm saying, you're very privileged in that sense of you made it out from the urban community, from the hood. We grew up in the same neighborhood, same high school. You made it out of that area. You're like you have a woman, you have kids who you've been an active father to. You not in jail. You're here and you're still here, bro. You also been employed. Like, you're rare. You're a rarity. So your point of view, bro, is real because that's your point of view, but that's not the general point of view.
Right. So real quick, you don't want to drag. Don't drag. Just listen real quick. Listen. My thing is, I understand what you're saying.
That's not recording this.
I get what you're saying. Everything you're saying is true, right?
That's a switcher, though.
But the problem that happens is a lot of men know that, and they use that as an excuse to why they are how they are. Yeah. Now look, my thing is this.
Yes.
I agree.
Like,
it's like you a person with depression. They be like, why I have depression? I'm depressed. Whatever I do, like, I'm depressed. Just, you can't be like, what's the big deal? I got this kind of trauma. Like,
but if you don't know,
it's a real thing.
I have dealt with a lot of.
And when a woman tells
only now depression has been a thing that's been talked about. So what I'm saying is,
when I flip it to that, just listen. So what I'm telling you is, I know men who, when women tell men that you are a certain type of way, they get defensive. It happens to women too, but I'm not talking about them right now. I'm talking about men only, right? They get defensive. They don't change what the women consistently are telling them is an issue with them. They continue being that type of person because they feel it's not an issue.
But why is it an issue if that's what you accepted, and then once you got it, you want to change it?
So how many women does it take?
Let me. So you know how you say, oh, females have daddy issues, right? I have recently dealt with a lot of males who, like, it just clicks. Like, damn. And I don't want to say mommy issues, but
it is mommy issues.
You can tell, like,
listen, mommy
just
issues.
Because I'm good to my kids. And your mom wasn't shit, you can't throw that at me. So I'm like, that's a red flag and I'm out. Right. Like, I'm not going to.
They see you showing unconditional love to them while they experience conditional love from their own mom.
Or no love. Yes.
And a woman,
which is still conditional.
And a woman has the choice whether or not how long she wants to put up with whatever issues a man has. So if you have an issue,
exactly.
I'm still 28, 29, I'm figuring it out. If she don't want to stick around, like you figured out, you feel no way towards her.
That's exactly how I feel. Everybody always asks me, why are you single? How are you single? And it's like, what are you talking about?
I'm just saying, if she don't want to stick around for it, then
I've been there. The last person, I'm like, first date. Man. I'm like, no, I can't be your mom. You know, I can support you through stuff, but that's like big, like that's too much for me. So that's it. I'm good. Oh, sorry.
I 100% understand what both of y'all are saying.
Yeah.
What I'm saying though, how old when you came to that point when you realize that, you know what, I can't be that anymore because I have my own shit I'm working on.
I was young. I was probably 27, 28. But
I already dealt with a few men.
And I also had two children.
Right. So let me speak. Let me speak biologically speaking. Bet. That's real dope that you say that because you said by 28, 30, men should know that, right? Mm. And she said she knew that by 27, 28. So by the same age, you talking about men should know it.
No, man.
Hold on. She said she got that. I'm about to pull a point, biological point real quick. Okay. She said she got that at 27, 28. And you expect men to get that at 28.
No.
So 28. That's what he said. Hold on. That's what he said.
That's what he said.
Hold on.
Know it.
He said, hold on. However, biologically speaking, women are 2 to 3 years advanced of men. So by that point, until about 30, 35, that's when it catches up.
35.
So saying that biologically, you asking men to be supermen. Because you asking them to be better than their biological makeup. Hold on. You asking men to not only be better than their biological makeup, you asking to be better than their economic makeup too. And
all you young boys in my inbox, listen to what he's saying. All you young boys in my inbox, listen to what he's saying.
Yeah, so she said she figured out at 27, 28. So what I'm saying is, she figured out that age. So by 30, so you're still expecting a man to be at a woman's age mentally at the same age, and that's not going to be possible until 30, 35, just biologically speaking.
And listen, all you young boys,
now they have different life experiences. It's different. Like you were saying, how you grew up. So now if you went camping, you was around millionaires, you was around these kind of people, that may be different. However, generally speaking, most black men, especially heterosexual black men in America, do not have the experiences of that.
Yeah.
And even and this is a deeper issue we can talk about later. But even by the 3rd or 5th grade, black boys outnumber black girls in school.
Yeah.
Do you know what happens? Suspensions, the school to prison pipeline kicks in and all that. But that's a whole different conversation. So what I'm saying, you speaking from your perspective, you're speaking from a place of privilege. And as an educated college man from the same neighborhood you're from, I know when I speak at times,
yes,
those skills sooner.
But by the men's playbook, this tall pussy is more valuable than everything else. By the men's playbook, playbook, as she brought up earlier, by the men's playbook, your TV instructors taught you providing for women and doing stuff for women means more than what you're talking about.
I guess I was always a smart nigga.
It is true.
So you go back to always you, and we're talking about general.
My brother,
we're trying to be objective, but you go back to my experience.
It ain't just me.
No, it's other people.
It's me. Some stuff to me, and just from what I see from people around me, some stuff is a little more common sense than what people make it to be. You know what I'm saying?
But common sense ain't common.
That's unfortunate.
Common sense is built up on a bunch of decisions made consciously that become subconscious. That's literally what common sense is.
All right, so Katie,
so like me saying, "Oh shit, I shouldn't talk out loud in class." Oh shit, let me not do this.
Okay.
Since you're the woman guest, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We gonna drift a little bit, transition a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Get a little more structure.
All right, let's do it.
And you gotta remember, try to keep it short and sweet. Don't drag.
Yes.
Try to keep it short and sweet.
Which topic?
Everything on there, all the pages. What's something that stands out to you?
Like, why do men cheat?
You want to go first?
That's the number one question.
No, let me go first. Let me go first.
Go.
Thank you. I'm like all women, all men cheat, you know? But I'm observant, so I've observed all men cheat. Okay, so my outcome on cheating is, if you're gonna go and sleep with a bitch, men want to procreate, you know, they're sexual. If you're gonna go and sleep with a bitch, why does she have access to me? That's cheating. If she has access to me, that's cheating. But, you know, if what I don't know won't hurt me, but if the bitch is coming to me, then you're stupid. It's fucking obvious.
I feel you.
That's right.
I feel that what you mean. That makes sense though.
Yeah.
I agree.
That's.
I agree.
So I'm very observant. I was the baby. I watched like everything.
So basically, you gonna cheat like keep
that shit over there. Why are you doing it at the bar? At the bar you always go to.
Why do you think they do it though? Why do you think they cheat in the first place? Why do you think
There's many different reasons why men cheat.
Just like women, right?
Yes. I think men.
Well, both is kind of.
I think females.
It's a human being thing.
I think there's two different females though. Females of whatever, and females who are real females aren't gonna cheat until you have had a million signs that they are unhappy.
Right.
They won't.
Right.
Other females.
I agree.
Other females.
No, women in general. How you're saying? No, I agree.
Yes,
like,
we're loyal.
Yes.
We're loyal. So
once they cheat,
we're
like
gonna tell you, like it's gonna be obvious at the end, and then when it's over, it's over.
Yeah.
Like that's it. I'm done.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
But why would you say men cheat though?
I think it's just because it's thrown in their faces. I think females. What?
I was at the TV loud.
Oh.
I was trying to whisper something.
No, I feel like
Show my door, Derek. Show my door.
I've cheating advice, which is terrible, but like if you are honest and tell them, hey, I got a girl, the chances of you having sex with that female goes up to 75% I promise you, it does. Because that's how they are. I'm really observant, so there you go. Just be honest. I got a girl.
Could you be okay? I don't know how much you want to give on audio, and just for me, I'm honest as fuck, and my girl know how I am, and we good, so I can just be super. So I don't know how you want to answer this, and I can edit if you don't want to. You know what I'm saying? But
I'm done.
Would you say you're the type of man who would want to be with one specific woman, but here and there do something with another girl, or bring a girl in, or whatever it may be?
I think as a man, this is how you built. Like you have the one who you trust to take care of your family, have a family with, who you trust to build something with, to be there with long term. But I also know that, like, as we, some things earlier, that it's like she said, women know, but it's how you do it. Yeah. Like, are you allowing them to take you away from the crib? Are you allowing them to take resources out the home? Are you allowing them to post shit about
like,
you?
That's too fucking much.
Are you having people
Did
texting
you
like, yo,
go have sex with some bitch one night at a hotel room?
Like, listen.
You gave her the wrong... Why do you have to tell her your real name? Because then you want to build something emotional.
Man, facts.
You want to text her the next weekend you're at that bar. No, that's not
Question
good.
for both of y'all, right? Male and woman perspective. What you feeling that way? Are you the type of man who has enough, whatever you want to call it, to be honest with your woman and let her know that you feel that way? Or would you more keep it to yourself because you assume how she's going to react?
Yeah, true.
Well, so, like, personally speaking, I've done that. Like, I'm more of a person who will speak up because it took me, like, in my mid-20s, you know what I mean, I had to realize, like, I'm dope, but I'm not perfect. Mm-hmm. So to know that I'm dope but not perfect, it means, like, look, I'm a fucking catch. You know what I mean? I'm a fucking catch. Like, not to be cocky, bro. You know what I mean? I survived the streets. I know hood dudes. I know gang leaders. You know what I mean? I survived the private Catholic school at St. Thomas University. You know what I mean? Played fraternity. Played sports as the starting quarterback of Minneapolis North. Shout out to them Polars. You know what I mean? I live in different states that a lot of people I know can't even do it on my own. I've been cheated on, been lied on. You know what I mean? I had ex-girls like get pregnant on me, you know what I mean? Yeah. Blame me for STDs, like smashing the side dudes, smashing the homies, all this. You know what I mean? I deal with all this shit, bro.
You know what's crazy? I'm gonna tell you something, right? This is why I'm big on accountability. Because even when you say stuff like that, right? I've never had so many of the crazy situations that men have gotten to. But if you talk to women in my life, they will tell you, I've always been a thinker. And
me too.
From day one. You know what I'm saying? I've never had sex with no girl who I knew everybody could hit.
Yeah. Facts, bro.
Yeah.
It was so many things.
No lie. The one time I did that mistake, my girl found out. I cheated. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying. If you didn't do it, why do it with the bitch?
Yeah, that's the one time I did it.
Yeah, that's gonna hop on
you fucking the community.
Polygamy. I want to be honest. Okay, I'm going to tell you. I'm going to be 100% honest about polygamy. I believe I'm too I'm too selfish to share. Like, I know I am, so I wouldn't even put myself in that situation.
Right.
But I have in my mind thought I could probably be included in this relationship, and that's crazy. But it was recently that I thought that, I could really be.
What's recently? The last 3 to 5 years?
Oh, probably 6 months.
Right. See, what's crazy? As you shared your thoughts, as you got older, you became more open to different shit that you would not have thought about.
But I thought about it. After I observed. Oh no!
See,
my bitch, point. Get away from my man.
As you learn life, you think about different shit.
And when you're 35,
shit these days though, girls are 21. Don't matter, bro. But these days it's different also for younger people too.
Yes, I hate it.
Because us talking about it now, because to us,
it made it more.
And I'm being honest. Yeah.
Think about this: we're on the same age, generation. At their age, we're talking about the 21-year-olds. It was taboo for us to think about even having more than one partner.
Yeah.
But then historically speaking, all the most powerful motherfuckers have spouses and what's the name?
But the thing is
concubines and shit.
The thing is I feel bad for men because females are bitter and they're taught the wrong way and to expect more than they should. And
she is not a pygmy. She is not a pygmy.
No.
There was a point in time where...
What's a pygmy? I ain't never...
Never heard of that?
I've never heard of pygmy.
You want to tell her?
I'm not a pygmy, obviously, because I've never been called a fucking pygmy.
A pygmy is Women call other women pygmy who's empathize with men's points of views. That's the best way to explain it. Like you're trying to get picked by a man because you empathize.
No, but but you see, I'm single.
Exactly.
So I'm not. Yeah, okay. So I'm not a pick me. I see things for how they are and not for how I want them to be.
You know what? I've only been with one woman my whole life who I felt I could be 100% honest with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bro, I feel that.
Yeah.
She a real one. Like,
yeah, and
like,
I believe, why rush? Like, why go through all this bullshit on dating or living with somebody for no fucking reason? Like, I'm happy.
Facts.
I'm happy.
Facts.
Like, why? I don't need to be married. Like, I'll change my last name if you want me to, but I don't need to be married.
Right.
I'm sorry.
On top of that, but how many women, let's be real, did you want to be that open to, or did you try to be that open to who didn't accept you?
Probably a lot. Because females
99%.
are bitter.
That's the thing.
Females are bitter and they're taught incorrectly.
Because when you tried, you had to pick and choose at that point.
I was with a girl who would talk like she'd be cool and shit like that, right? But see, I'm very aware.
Yeah.
So I knew for a fact, like,
you read energy really well.
Right.
You're Pisces.
So I never brought her. I only brought to the girl with now because I can tell that
she gets it.
She can accept. She can understand. Not saying she'll go for it.
No, but
she understand it.
Yeah, y'all can talk it out. Maybe yes. Communication is so big.
Yeah.
Wait, I have this.
But a woman definitely has to help a man feel comfortable enough to be that open, also, because we don't feel like we can tell y'all things like that.
I'm big on. I'm not being like, I'm not being a pick me, but it's like, go out with your boys. Go out. Right. When you come home, did you have fun? Did you have fun? Yeah, like, did you have fun? That's all. I'm not gonna look for shit I really don't want to fucking know. Like, if I feel like I have to go through your phone, I'm gonna leave you because that's.
If you look for something, you're gonna find it.
Exactly. Or you're gonna make it up. You're gonna overthink it.
You're led by your emotions, not by logic.
I'm telling you. I'm telling you.
Hi, beautiful. And
I'm
you didn't respond, but you'll be mad. How does bitch get your number?
My inbox. I tell them, if your girl approaches me in my inbox, I can kill her with one statement, but it'll be her doing it to herself.
I'm gonna hit y'all with one that's very interesting to me. We gonna transition.
All right, yeah.
I just see it right here. All right, what have you learned about yourself from past relationships? Like, what's some common? Whether you agree,
I go first?
Because here's the thing. People can hear something from 3 to 4 or 5 people and still be in denial. Yeah. Right? Mm-hmm. So you can't learn something unless you actually accept it.
Oh, yeah.
Right? So name the things that you have heard commonly.
Three things?
From a few people. I'm not saying multiple things. I'm just saying, what's something that you have heard commonly from girls that you've been with or men that you've been with about yourself?
Let me think about that.
Should I go first?
Go ahead.
As you were saying that, as we talked about it earlier, and like, I make notes and shit. Like, literally, let me see what it says. What have I learned about myself through my relationships? Is that I'm a good human being. I'm flawed, I'm imperfect, I made mistakes, but I'm a good human being. And I'm always trying to do my best to show up and love those who I decide to commit to the best way I can. Until the best way I can wasn't enough.
Maybe I'm an asshole. That's too squeaky clean for me.
No. I didn't finish though. I didn't finish.
It's squeaky clean.
Hold on, so I didn't finish.
Okay.
I didn't finish.
Because maybe I said it wrong.
I didn't finish. Let me finish my statement. Let me finish my statement. I'm not trying to drag, but in saying that, I've learned that when I felt any kind of like disloyalty or any type of like emotional abandonment, I would go and find that in someone else physically, sexually, emotionally.
Yeah.
So what I've realized is that, I'm sorry, sometimes I do that to get to the point.
Yeah.
I need to get better at that. But what I realized is that through college and through my first relationships, that I use sex and intimacy as a way to cope with trauma and
as most emotional people do.
So one thing I realized is that I became a better communicator because I was like, look, these things change. I'm doing this. I know I'm not doing this, but how can I be better?
Yeah.
Right.
And I'm doing the stuff to be better. But then when I say what I need, it's like, because I'm not, honestly, the only thing it came down to is that a big thing I never learned is like my value as a person matters way more than how much money I make. Mm-hmm. Because it's like most of my exes, once they left me as I got older, they got married to the next dude. But then most of them are divorced. So that shows me that I showed you that love and you searched for it, but because this person provided the superficial, materialistic money shit.
When I go, y'all gonna see more of what I'm talking about.
Okay.
I'm gonna see how you answer it.
Yeah.
You see how you answer it. When I go, you
But
gonna see
I
what I'm
learned
talking
myself
about.
is that I use emotional abandonment
Because
as an excuse for sex.
I have the title for this episode.
Yeah.
It's gonna be self-awareness. The reason why, because I keep saying that shit. I'm about to show y'all
But that is self-awareness, though, to know that because of that happened, that's when I did that and I justified it like that.
Real quick. The dude my job said, he said, oh yeah, but no one can be objective about themselves. Like, honestly.
Wait,
and I was like, shit. So I started telling him, and he was like, damn, but you can be that. I'm like, nigga,
what?
The truth is the truth.
The truth is the truth.
Like,
We fucked up.
He's like, that's weird.
Up.
Now, I'm going to show you. I know whether I agree or not, I know common things that I've heard from women. And some of them, I hate to hear. Wait till I go. I'm trying to hold these thoughts.
I'm excited to hear it.
Okay.
It's your turn, Katie B.
One thing that I realize is I'm still a fucking female. I'm still a female. I still react to some situations. Like, I know I'm different, but I still know it. Like there's some shit that I have to change because it's like, nah, that's what them crazy bitches do. You gotta slow down. That's it.
That's deep.
Like, and I admit it, but I'm a big fucking communicator because of it,
So when you say you're a female, be honest, what do you mean by that?
Like, when you feel somebody pulling away, you want to grab. You want to work.
Intuition strong.
Yes, you just want to work harder, and it's not doing shit but ruining it because they're just going further. We're getting further rather than farther. That's damn. The fact that she said that, she saw that she's realized at the end of the day she's still a female. Yes, I'm still I feel bad for men. I feel bad for men because females really aren't most of them are bitter, like baby moms. I hate baby moms. There's a difference between mothers and they're bitter.
My children and baby moms.
And
they're definitely
my
different.
only advice to men with babies moms is send a dude her way. Make him sweep her off her feet. That's the only way.
You need a chick, right? You make a lot of money, right? Hey, family, I got this great on
exactly.
I made my marriage. She's still on bullshit.
Yes, isn't that crazy?
I hate it.
First
if my son's fathers didn't want to do it, I did it.
I just think you got a baby mom. You should just make sure she's happy as possible.
Exactly, but babies' moms, babies' moms get overboard. I'm on the men's side.
She mad because
hey, real quick.
They met because they're not happy.
I'm going to ask you though. So what are some common things that you have heard from men though? I'm too nice. They can. I'm too kind. So, people always want to take kindness for a weakness at first. So I'm too kind. I'm too trustworthy, but I think it's more energy not to trust somebody.
Well, if you show a man you would do for him, he would take advantage of that. Just
yes,
speaking.
I know that. So I've tried to cut back, but I'm a loyal person, so it's hard for me not to do that with friends. That's why my circle is so small. Because people aren't shit.
I call them all too. Look, call them.
So for me, alright.
I want to hear this. Right there.
So for me, a small one. I'll tell a small one first. They say I feel like I'm always right. It's hard to It's hard to get a point off because I feel like I'm always right. So ain't no point even trying to.
I can see that. You my guy. I can see that.
And then
you don't mean it.
And then they say my personality is like a dad personality.
A dad?
You're a father.
That's what I always say. I'm a dad.
You naturally instinct to protect.
So I kind of.
That's good.
I kind of
Some people have it and some people don't.
And those who have dad issues, though.
You know what I'm saying? I like things the way that I like them. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm very, you know what I'm saying?
But if someone have dad issues, that's the antithesis of their belief. So if you're like,
but the shit they say though, it's true. I ain't gonna lie.
What I'm saying is not true. What I'm saying though, but listen, for me, say you have dad issues, I'm like, bro, that's dope. How can I learn to be better? But for somebody who have natural dad issues, like, oh, you like your dad, it's like, yo, fuck that. My dad wasn't around. Fuck you because you gave me that feeling. Right. So what I'm saying is, they weren't like that though. They weren't like that. They weren't like that. Not to you verbally, subconsciously.
Another thing I've been working on.
The shit they said was valid.
Let's feel.
Another thing I've been working on, but it's been brought to my attention before in the past, is like I text too much.
I'm too friendly with females.
I get that too. So I'm like,
I ain't gonna lie, I hate my girl being on the phone all day. I don't like my girl to be on the phone all day.
I text like, why did you need to text me that? Like, you text me that random ass shit. I didn't know that though. It's like, okay.
So I've worked on it. To a phone that's away from him.
So yeah, I don't have social media notifications on my phone at all, except for when they call me on fucking Messenger. I can't turn that shit off. Yeah. That's sexual harassment right there.
Another one, girl said.
When she said that, I looked at the camera. I'm all in her is on it.
another one. Women say I might be too logical or emotionless.
What?
I get that too.
Like I'm not like.
That's kind of what you
type more. Yeah. I'll be a little my own little space.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's more so you kind of like. You like I feel, but I'm not showing it. What I'm saying is like this objective point. Yeah, but you want me to be more like emotional and subjective.
Yeah, I don't show my shit that well, honestly. Like,
see, I like the affection at home. I'm not a PDA kind of person.
I ain't like that at home. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not
like I'll cuddle until I'm ready to fall asleep, and that's it.
I'm more goofy.
I hear y'all responses. Can I be real about one thing that I've realized that I've heard about myself? Well, I've heard from like one person maybe, but I kind of felt about myself.
What?
Is that I don't make enough money.
Oh.
I don't have enough financial.
Oh, well, that's the new age females, I guess. I don't. If a female requests me on Facebook, I block her.
So, but listen, and you know, to be honest, I only heard that from one. That's my ex-fiance. I was engaged at one point. But that's the only person I heard
was she privileged? She had,
so her mom
had unrealistic expectations of what her...
Even her parents and family was like, he didn't do it with you. You tripping. Like, when we was your age, we didn't have none of what y'all got.
I don't have unrealistic... If you can't meet my expectations...
You know what? After saying that shit out loud, bro, this is a healing for me.
Why would she even get engaged to you?
Yeah.
If that was an issue.
Yeah, like, what? Did she expect you to work for her father?
I think she did it out of
pity?
She's a Scorpio, so she's like, Scorpios are they very like emotionally engaged, so they feel like this is my guy, this is my guy.
That's a big commitment.
But I think she did it out of kind of pity, though. To be real with you, looking back at it, because it's like, look, I didn't have what you have. I didn't have family making $6 private school.
Yeah.
I didn't have
that's what it was.
Cousins
you were dating out of your.
That's people's problem. One of the biggest issues is
I wasn't dating out. My shit like I didn't date Beyonce.
I was just joking. I don't date men for money.
ASAP Rocky, lucky me and Rihanna didn't cross paths because you know what I mean. That could be me. But I'm saying I don't care about women. You know what I mean. My thing is it's about me. The fact is, she was attracted to me.
Money? Do you date for money?
I date for value.
Do you date for money?
I don't think men date for money.
Any man that dates for money.
Let's be real.
A lot of men.
It happens. I know it do. I'm just saying.
A lot of men date
for me, them niggas ain't men. Like you should date a man dating for money is crazy.
But I may not be
I understand why women would. I ain't gonna lie.
I may not be a full man. I may not be a full man. By your logic, I may not be a full man. And the reason I say that is because, like I said, my degree is in social work. And I know that my degree with the money I could make would not sustain the type of lifestyle I would want.
Yeah.
However, I also know that.
So would you not date a girl because she makes less than you?
I have dated women that make less than me.
You no problem.
You have.
Yeah, for sure.
Would you now? Would you still now? It's like that's not.
I don't have that option because my woman is perfect. So
I'm saying, I'm trying to dig into your mental. If you were single, would you date somebody
below your tax bracket?
Right. My thing is this.
But she's single. She's a college student. She doesn't make shit.
If you know me,
her family isn't shit.
But you know me. I've dated some beautiful, gorgeous, dope ass women, but you would never say they are the beauty queens or they, you know what I mean, are the the most beautiful women. But they are beautiful women.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is, even on top of that, I've dated a person. There was a question earlier: money versus love, values versus materialistic. And I said my shit is values. And that's how I've been since the beginning of my mom is a highly valued woman who happens to be naturally beautiful.
Girl is broke, you would date her.
So listen, if I was single and I was able to take care of myself and have a little extra, and she was doing something.
If you were single,
see you reworded it. I'm trying to use these stuff in this one.
If I was single, how my life would look would be different, and my income would be different. So I'm saying, if I was single and living for me, my income would be different, so my lifestyle would be different. So if she was making less money than me,
I'm gonna answer like this:
if she making less money than me, I would have no problem dating her because it's about if I was to work, right? If I was to have a kid with her, this time I'm jerking. My bad.
I'm gonna show you how to answer it though. Check me out. All right, right now today, the way I am in my life, how I'm set up, just me personally, nothing my girl has coming in, going out. Right? Yeah. If I was single, what I did a woman that has less than me. Not how I would be if I was single.
Has less what? And what
financially.
She makes less money.
Yes. She has less than me. Would I be okay dating her? Like she might not have a car or whatever. It don't gotta be the worst situation, but she has less than me. Well,
I think I know your answer.
That's how I'm trying to answer.
I'm
not saying if I was single.
You see my face change.
Right. That's why. But check me out. The difference between me and most people is this. Now you say like the difference.
I try to acknowledge everyone.
This the difference between me and everybody else.
That's real.
If you ask me a question, I have a 100% direct answer.
Me too.
I have a 100% real answer because it's not direct.
It gotta be direct though. Because me personally, my answer is this: yes, I will. That's it.
And that's why I said yes, I will. But then I go to too much explanation.
Yeah.
Well. After your explanation, I would assume that you wouldn't. So maybe explanation was a bad explanation. Because I took it like you wouldn't date a girl who got. If you were single right now, you had whatever your friends.
I took it that way too.
Right. See what I'm saying? Yes, how I took it. Yeah.
But okay.
It's crazy. I'm like, damn. It's crazy. If I was single right now, definitely someone has less than me because it's like I don't have to think about what I actually have. So if I'm single, I think about myself.
I'm gonna tell you would I date somebody that had less than me? Yes, but I have things you need to have. You're not gonna live with me.
Right.
You're gonna have a way to get to me at least half of the time.
I respect that.
You don't have to have a car, but you better pay an Uber.
So that's the difference.
That 45 minute drive, you're gonna have to make it once a week.
That is different between men and women because we'll pay the Uber bill just till you come.
But I feel what she's saying.
Yeah.
That's real.
And you
as a man, you should be able to.
So you have to show the ability to take care of yourself in order to.
Yes, I'm not going to take care of you.
Yeah, I feel
so my I live in a 26-foot apartment.
But if you're taking care of yourself, I'll come to your house. Half of the time, you'll come to my house. Because I want to get away from my shit.
Right.
I want a reason to fucking get away. But that's why I live out there. I like raising my kids out there.
That's smart.
I reside in Shakopee. I don't live in. I reside there.
Can I ask you a question as a woman?
Yes.
You could probably fuck with this question too. You know, we always hear about how women want men who make money. I need to do some more work. Women who want men who have big dick and all this and all that. But what I've really came to understand is the best women. I'm not talking about the best women. To me, what a best woman is a woman who has values and morals and who looks at the world more than herself.
Yes.
The best women just want a man who will be there.
Yep. Consistency.
If it's a Wednesday, if I'm like, yo, on Friday I want to see you, okay, bet we're gonna make that happen. Like, yo, I'm feeling sick, can you bring some soup?
You know what's
funny? You come hang out with me and my family. I feel like the best women just want the simplest shit, bro.
I don't want your fucking money. We don't need to go out to eat. Like, we can cook at fucking home.
Right.
Can we find somewhere to buy some food stamps? Like,
when women say that, you have to also realize you have to add the part you said too with it though.
Yeah.
But you do have to be able. You can't just be sweet and nice and all. You can't just fucking bum. No, nothing.
I'm not coming to pick you up every time.
You have to have certain things also.
I don't want you staying with your baby's mother. I want you. You can stay with your mom. I understand that.
A roommate. Yeah.
A roommate, but.
I don't know. I can stay with his mom. I can understand why women might not want to mess with
I'm a realist. I know.
So hold on. You brought up a good point. As a man, I think it's a good point for us men to hear. What is the general basics that a great woman need for a man? What's the general basic necessities for a man to have?
Okay, like I said, they're a place to stay.
That's not.
Not my house. Yeah. Yes, not an ex. You have to be over that. Mm-hmm. She has to be over you. I don't want drama. If you're coming into my life and making it happier, do that. But if I'm questioning shit, I'm gonna give it a good month and a half, of course, because I'm a female. Yeah. That's what we you
want to see what it is.
Yes.
Y'all know y'all have some shit
and when you feel something, but I'm not gonna deal with the drama because I'm not gonna call her, but she's definitely gonna call me.
So you can't live with your baby mom or ex. What's the next thing? You
have to already have kids because I don't want no more.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
And I don't want to be the reason you have to have a kid with somebody else.
Right.
Like,
you gotta have your own interpretation.
Yes, I'll be a stepmom.
There's a reason why.
But I'm done doing
because
it.
Because that woman can't have or don't want to have kids. Which is unfortunate.
Yes.
But that's real.
But even with that, I feel you should have a conversation before you be serious with a person.
Communication
about those
things. It goes back to what? Communication, compromising, consistency.
Yes, exactly.
It goes back to that about friendships, relationships, workships, religion. All this it comes back to communication, compromising.
I've noticed something about me that's different than most people in general, and it makes it a lot of things are hard for me to understand what other people. Not understand, but for me to accept about people in general. Yeah. Right? Once again, I'm very aware. Like, it don't take much for me to learn something. I feel people really kind of block. People kind of block stuff out and ignore shit. Yes. If a person tell you about yourself, most people get defensive instead of taking it in and questioning, what, maybe I am some of this. No. You know what I'm saying?
That's real.
Another thing is, I've always been, even in high school, bro, everyone I was cool with from day one, I'm still cool with today. I've never had issues with anyone I call a friend because I was always very particular in who I even have my energy.
I had to learn that. I had to learn that.
I knew this shit.
I've had fights with two friends.
I have no friends.
Check me out.
I was protecting my brothers, though.
I learned this from my stepdad.
That's good.
Was he black or white?
Black.
See,
how you just said my mom didn't want to have the company. It wasn't her. It was my stepdad. Yeah. He didn't like that company shit.
Yeah.
He felt like we need to learn how to be like family.
Protected.
He didn't care about
the bullshit.
That's how.
So when friends came around,
he would test them.
He didn't test him. He just
he
had prices too.
He'd test him. He'd kill him.
He just like.
What's the birth?
He was wrong about a couple people. I ain't gonna. It was Mark. He was wrong about a couple people. I ain't gonna lie. A couple people. He was like, you know what I'm saying? I was like, you tripping. But for the most part, like. He was real smart, and I'm pretty much the same way.
Myself
you know what I'm saying?
I had to teach myself
that shit was easy for me. I ain't gonna lie.
You know how hard it is, though, for a man to speak like, "Hey, I love you, but I don't think it's comfortable for you to hang around this person."
Oh, he ain't say it like that.
Especially,
it wasn't nothing like that. He was direct. That's why I'm direct. He was real. It wasn't no pussyfoot, no soft shit. Yeah. He was real, and he told you what it was, and that's what it was.
I didn't have anybody.
I had to figure it out. And as you got older, you start to understand.
My son too.
I see why he said that.
Yeah. My son too. I'm talking like, hey, don't hit me, bro. Don't you ever hit me. Listen to your mom, like, fam, sit down. Listen, that's how I talk, bro. That's how I talk to him. You know
all that goes out the window when they're 13, 14 years old.
That's maybe facts. Unless you have a father who's like, who put that in, like he said, don't pussyfoot. Like, look, You're a good kid.
Both of my
you're
boys
handsome.
are
You're
mama's
smart.
boys.
But you better not ever disrespect any of your parents or your bro.
You know what's crazy?
You know what I mean?
What you saying is true. My stepdad didn't do it all like, you know what I'm saying? He ain't all that. It just seemed how you was enough. You don't have to tell me shit. I can watch you.
Man.
And see how you work.
That's
Yeah,
I ain't
yeah.
He's not gonna tell you that I'm gonna do this podcast
You know what
and all
I'm
this shit, but you gonna see he released 4 or 5 podcasts in the last 2-3 weeks.
Yeah.
He not gonna tell you that. Look, I got people giving me sponsors and all this blah blah, but you're gonna see is this podcast, this BrainSurfin podcast is sponsored by blah blah blah. But this is what I'm saying. That goes to like how we operate. When I say we, because it's like I move in silence as well. Mm-hmm. When I used to get one thing I learned about myself is that I care too much about what other people thought about me.
Oh yeah, that I threw that out the window.
In my relationships, going back to answer that question, I learned that
I don't care.
all relationships, family, friends, intimate,
Not me.
work. I care
Not
too much
me.
about what
Not
other people
me.
thought about me.
Let me ask you.
Go ahead.
Do you know?
This is a dope podcast.
Do you know
I have to
how
say
you
that.
want to be loved?
Ooh.
Wait.
Uh-oh.
I can answer that question how I've never been loved correctly.
Correctly had. That's a loaded answer.
I've never been loved. It's always been lust.
Right.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
So that's why I'm okay being single now, because I know all that lust bullshit.
Damn.
Yeah.
I don't know
I've
what that
never
feels like.
been.
How can you
I've
tell the
never. Wait.
difference?
I'm gonna tell you the truth. I've never had a man. I'm not monetary at all. Like, I love surprises. I love gifts, but I don't expect it.
Right.
I've never had a man give me a gift. Ever. Like, I've never been spoiled.
So what's a
I'm not
good
big.
look like to her?
Like, I've
I
never.
was
I've had.
my homegirls this because like a dude been like, baby, going out to dinner. Literally, that's a gift because he's taking his money, his time to plan.
No,
something.
I mean, I've been out to eat, but
So
it's
that's a
never. And I've
I
appreciated
won't say
it.
that's a gift. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie.
But look,
I mean,
so you want.
I would appreciate it, though.
I feel like anything you do,
But it
for
should be
someone-
appreciated though.
Right.
Yes, I
feel
would
like anything
appreciate
you do for
it.
someone should
Yes.
be seen as a gift.
I agree,
I get what
but
you're saying, but I ain't gonna lie to you. I
But
want you as a
I've
gift,
never been.
What you mean, like on a special occasion?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I've
okay.
always been like the
Or even
one
some
where
random flowers,
what'd
that's a
you
gift
get
too.
me for Valentine's Day? So, well, shit, he must have got me something. Let me go get him something.
Right.
I was like, oh, I was joking.
Oh,
But
yeah.
here's your cologne. You know, here's your $75
See,
sweater.
like
I've always been
bro, like,
so.
it's not even if like we got $20, we gonna get a nice ass car.
Yeah,
some
but
nice
that's how
ass
I
flowers,
raised.
bro.
But that's how
Like,
I
yo,
raised my boys
I had
to be.
no money, but I knew how to
Every
edit
time they
videos,
had a
like-
girlfriend, I'd bring them to the store. I'd stop and get them a piece of jewelry from the pawn shop.
Right.
Like, you need
Something.
to show her. Like, 1 year. Wait, he's gonna hate me, Aiden. Sorry. Him and his girlfriend, they were long term, and they went to her prom. It was a year before his prom, and he came home without her. And I'm like, "Where is so and so?" And he's like, "Oh, I'm going to no, you're not. No, don't even finish that. You call her, tell her to turn around. This is her night." You have 365 days
Facts.
a year.
This
is your
Fucking
Yeah,
night.
he
You
is
call her.
tripping.
You call her. You bring her back here, and y'all
Tripping.
just chill in your room.
So
I
why
don't
she
give
got
a
period?
fuck. He called
Yeah,
her.
somewhere right.
He-
Yeah, that's
he-
weird. Like,
yeah.
She
Maybe
might be
she
on-
wants
called-
to try
She on her
to.
period,
Yeah,
probably.
so-
No. I mean,
I ain't gonna lie to you. Prom night, I
But-
would say me in that age for me. If I didn't want to
they
be
were
my
in
girl,
a long-term teenage relationship, so I'm sure it was kind of
right.
like,
So I would say for sure, my only reason for
But-
this would be because I thought we were
But
gonna
I-
have sex.
But
probably
they were
wouldn't.
already having sex. But it's like, I don't care. Tomorrow you can fight with her, but tonight
Yeah,
don't
for
do
argument,
that.
for argument.
I don't know,
Yeah,
but it's like, you
nice
better
and
call
period.
her. I don't care if y'all just chill in your room, you chill at her house. I don't care what you do, but this is one night. It's her night, and that's how you do it.
Right.
So he called her, and he did the right thing. Both of my boys know. You don't put your hands on a female. You don't, like, you have to respect a female.